This is Chelsea Schaefer, and this is Season 4 of The Score. You all have listened to this podcast 750,000 times, and we are here in Season 4 to bring you even more of what you love.
Hey guys, it's Kaitlin Gustave on The Short Score this week, brought to you by USRoper. Oh my goodness, if you guys were not keeping up with what was going on at the WCRA Rodeo, Days of 47, Cowboy Games and Rodeo, you guys missed out because Tanner Green and Will Woodfin won gold medals, and they were the team roping champions. They are a one-time pairing, and they took home $25,000 each after they roped their final gold medal steer in 5 seconds. So that was awesome. It was so cool to see those guys win. That was a fun round to watch if you guys weren't watching. Taking home the silver was Clint Summers and Ross Ashford, and taking home the bronze was Luke Brown and Hunter Cook. It was some fun watching in the team roping there in Salt Lake City. And then also we got to see the breakaway ropers battle it out for their chance to get on the podium. And the one and only Tacy Kay Webb won it with a 1 9/4 second run in that final round. That was the fastest run of the week. Everything else had been in the 2s or 3s, 4s, even higher than that. And so she just came out, saw her start, and took a shot, and it worked out. Taking home the silver was Jackie Crawford. She is a 2-time silver medalist now at the Days of 47. And taking home the bronze was Brady Good. So that breakaway roping event was so fun to watch there. It was great to watch all these girls go through the rounds of the semifinals and qualify for the gold medal round and come out on top and win equal money like all the other events. So that's super great for our sport and for people to see, and for women that are winning these events. On this episode of The Score, we get to listen to special interviews with those champions of the WCRA Days of 47 Cowboy Games and Rodeo. First off, let's hear from Tanner Green and Will Woodfin. We as ropers spend a lot of time on the road. Join USRoper for 24/7 coverage for both you and your equine athlete. USRoper provides nationwide coverage for your vehicles and your horse trailers. From towing to flat tires to emergency farrier and vet referral, we have a plan for you. Let us help you get to that jackpot today. Don't forget to follow along with us on Facebook and Instagram. Visit www.usroper.com to join and get protected before your next trip. You guys, I'm sitting here with Tanner Green and Will Woodfin, who just won gold medals at the WCRA's Days of 47 Rodeo in Salt Lake City. You guys, has it set in? It's been a while since you walked off that stage with those gold medals. Has it set in yet?
I think a little bit. The run's still kind of a blur to me. I knew that steer ran. I just tried to shake a big loop out and get it over something.
Yeah, definitely. How about you, Will?
Yeah, I think it's set in. I said it earlier in the interview. One thing I was excited about was coming up here and healing for Tanner, because I knew he'd give me a chance to win, and just glad to be fortunate enough to get it done.
Yeah, and come up here, you haven't been roping much. What have you been doing?
I've been roping some, but I just haven't been competing hardly any. I've been at home, been riding some outside horses and trying to get some of my own stuff going as well. Mm-hmm. And I've got goals to get back at it soon. I'm just trying to wait for the right time and the right horse. So that's what I've been doing.
Gotcha. And the right horse, what were you on tonight?
I actually borrowed a horse. He belongs to be like my brother-in-law's father-in-law. Mm-hmm. He sent him down to my nephew, Coulter Lee, to ride for the summer because they're from up in Phoenix. Corky Iron is who owns him, and he was gracious enough to let me bring him up here, so I'm thankful for that.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Tanner, you guys were 5:08 on that steer. You said he ran, but you threw a lot of rope out there. You said it was a blur, but what can you remember from that run?
I just remember hitting the barrier and getting a good start. He was running, I knew he was a long ways, and I knew I wouldn't probably throw that good of a head loop. So, I just tried to get it over both horns, and whatever it went on. Then I just tried to handle him the best I could for Will. I still didn't do a very good job handling for Will, but he cleaned it up good.
Well, he says he didn't do a good job handling. How do you feel on the backside?
I thought he did a great job, but I was not very good at the dally, and I made myself a little nervous, but I ended up getting it locked off, so it worked out.
Definitely. And that was not an easy group to be up against. How were you feeling going into the gold medal round?
I felt good about it. I ran that steer at Livingston earlier this year, and
Okay.
he smoked me at Livingston. And I knew I had a pretty good feeling about it because I knew how hard he's going to run and where he's going to be. And I like I said, I just tried to get close to the barrier and get it on him as fast as I could.
Yeah, so you got a little bit of revenge on that steer.
I did. I'm glad I did too.
Definitely. And, we got to talk about that head horse. What were you on tonight?
I was on a 16-year-old horse of mine. He's just a practice horse. My good one's pretty sore right now. I haven't been riding him a whole lot. I rode Tanner Tomlinson's over here in the purse, and thanks for letting me ride that one. But that horse, he's just a practice horse, kind of back up. He's not a bad horse. He can be a little phony in the box sometimes, but he was good tonight, really good.
Gotcha. I was going to say, the last time I talked to you, said you were riding Ivy, which we watched you ride Ivy to advance, which you guys advanced from the wild card rounds, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So let's kind of talk about that. How cool is it that you can see? I mean, you didn't win the perf you were up in, but you were fast enough to come back in the top 3 for the wild card. How cool is that the WCRA Days of 47 allows you to advance in so many ways?
I like that format. I think it's a really good format because, you said we made a really good run that night, and we still didn't get back. And, I think that gives everybody, if you're in a tough set, they'll let you still get back that way. So I think it's a good way to do it. I like it.
Definitely. And where did you guys get qualified to come here? How'd you two get teamed up together?
I actually won second the last time they had this rodeo, so I got to come back through that. And I looked on the list and seen Tanner and gave him a call, and his partner ended up not getting in, so that's how I got teamed up with him.
Gotcha. So not a bad run though.
No, that's why I said when I seen his name on the list, I figured that'd be a good shot, so I gave him a call.
Definitely. And Tanner, I know the last time I talked to you too, we were talking about preparing for this rodeo in 2 events, and you ended up winning the bronze and the calf roping as well. How surreal is this day for you?
It's pretty cool. I'm a little disappointed about the calf roping. I didn't score very good. I missed the barrier bad, but when I did, I just thought about just going to catch or tire down, and hopefully they pay me something, and if they don't, regroup and do it again.
Definitely. And what horse are you riding in the calf roping?
I was riding Maggie, 15-year-old horse mare I bought from Mark Atkinson. It's kind of funny. She usually scores really good, and she's real flat, and tonight she kind of come up a little bit, and I was late, but it happens, I guess. Just go to the next one and fix it there.
Definitely. And so what is next for you guys? Are you going to crack out more? What's your plan, Will?
I've got plans too, but everything I have right now as far as horse flesh is pretty green, so I'm probably going to spend the rest of this year at home trying to get all that ironed out, and we'll see what happens. I want to be back as soon as I can, but like I say, I'm just trying to let it happen and not make it happen, so we'll see.
What about you, Tanner?
I'm headed to Cheyenne after this and hopefully stay out here the rest of the year. Hopefully this puts me on a roll and it keeps going.
Yeah, $25,000. And gosh, I don't even know what you won in the calf
I
roping.
paid $6.
But $25,000 just in the team roping aside. What is that going to do for you? How cool is that to be able to earn that much money for one run on a clean slate?
The funds were getting a little low. It's going to get me through the rest of the year for sure, I promise.
Definitely. How about you, Will? $25,000.
It's awesome. My wife and I have been considering looking at some places in Texas, so that will definitely possibly be a good down payment or something. There's always a place for $25,000, so I'm happy with it.
Awesome. Well, you guys, I'm not going to hold you any longer, but congratulations on this monumental win. I was excited watching this. So
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
thank you.
Thank you, Tanner and Will, for chatting with me after you guys got off the stage, getting those gold medals. That was a fun conversation. And now we're going to listen to a special interview with Tacy Kay Webb moments after she won the breakaway roping.
Okay, so at the beginning of this podcast, you guys listened to Tanner Green and Will Woodfin, who won the team roping at the WCRA Days of 47 Cowboy Games and Rodeo gold medal. And now we have a special interview with the breakaway roping champion, Tacy Kay Webb. You won gold here in Salt Lake City. Is it real?
It's not real yet. No, it's not real yet. I'm just waiting for it to sit in. I think it's going to take like a good drive home to think about it and actually like think it through, but it'll be real soon.
Oh gosh, I am so excited for you. Walk me through that run and being back there gold medal round.
Truthfully, I'm so blessed, and I gave it to God, because I ultimately believe, it's His plan. And when there's this many girls that rope good, I really believe, it's His plan for the end of the day. I know I'm not the best breakaway roper, but I know that if it's His plan for the day, that's what's going to happen. And so I was super blessed. And so to sit back there and see all these other girls roping good, I'm just like, okay, Tace, just trust the plan, Yeah, they're roping good, but just trust the plan, it's going to be fine. Just trust your horse. So it went fine.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my God, you already have me tears. Because last time
we can't both cry.
I know, we can't cry. No, when the last time I talked to you after you won the performance semifinals to qualify for this final round, that's what you said. You said it's all up in God's hands.
It truly is. Yeah.
That's crazy. You said if it's your turn, it's your turn, and it was your turn tonight.
And man, am I thankful. And just like they said, it's been such a hard year being not only a nurse with COVID and stuff, but back in October I had a knot rope break, and I only can see about 50% out of one of my eyes. And so coming through that and getting over that, not even being able to rope until like January of this year it's hard, and having to adjust everything to not being able to see, it's something that's scary. So I've just like overcome a lot this year, and so to come out here and win, like you said, it was a godsend thing. It was such a blessing.
Oh my gosh. And I'm glad you can see now. It's really scary when a rope breaks and comes back at you that fast.
Yeah, and it's still, hopefully I'm praying, that I can have another surgery to help me see a little bit better, because it's super light sensitive, and, it's not the easiest, especially in some of the setups we go to. So if you see me with the girl that has the dark sunglasses on, that's why. But to be able to just overcome that this year and have a cool summer like this, I'm so blessed.
Oh, it's so surreal.
Yeah.
I am so excited for you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. So 1.94, you had Jackie Crawford, who's a 20-time world champion, in front of you, and she was 2:28.
Girl, I had no idea I was going to beat Jackie. I just kind of went out there and did my thing. I was like, you know what? Give it, girl, hands down to it, Jack. You wrote great.
Yeah.
If you win it, I'm so happy for you. And then to come out and beat her, it's like, man, it's like, did that happen? It's like, I'm happy for both of us, I told her, I was like, you must like the silver medal, because she gets up on that stage every year. She's an outstanding roper. So to be up there with her alone was pretty cool.
Yeah, and that was the fastest run of the weekend the week that you accomplished. What was it like throwing that rope? Do you even remember throwing it?
Not really. It happened so fast. Not really. And I knew my calf was strong. I knew all the calves were strong. I did not expect to break the 2-second limit. I really didn't. So to see that, I was just like, did I get out? Are you sure?
Oh my gosh. And you couldn't have done it without your horse. I know you reset that horse a few times in the box.
Yes, and I hate having to do that. I'm not one of those people that likes to take a long time. I like to get in there and get it over with, but he just did not feel quite right. And I know from experience, because I, training them, every single move that they make, and when they're just like barely out of step, it's not going to go right. So I was trying to just get him perfect, and I think Zach next to me was like, what are you doing? Are you ever going to know? But I don't think he'll be hard on me now.
No, definitely not. If you can bring home $25,000,
yeah,
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
And tell me more about that horse. That's the horse you and your dad trained together as a 3-year-old?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I bought him as a 3-year-old, and he couldn't lope left and right. I mean, he was not broke at all. So he definitely took a long time to bring along, but he was a natural, and he's such a cool horse to be around, because nothing bothers him. He's a great rodeo horse. He eats good. He likes to lay down. He's great on the road. I've never had any issues with him. Knock on wood. And he's such a cool companion. I love him so much. He's cool. It was fun to get to training with Dad too. Yeah. That means a lot.
That's special. That's really special. And what's your dad's name?
My dad is Dan Webb. Yeah, gotcha. Or better known as Dan the Man.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And who was here with you tonight watching you accomplish this huge goal?
So I had Dad and Mom. They've been out here with me trying to help me and stuff. And I actually flew in because I had to work. I was working, and they drove my horses up here for Cheyenne. And I flew up here and met them, and then went to Cheyenne, and then came here after. So I got them, and then I got my boyfriend Zach here. So, having Dad and Zach down there, having a team with you to comfort you, that means a lot. And then, of course, my mom's up there jumping up and down. So she's pretty cool.
Who do you think had more emotions tonight, you or your mom?
Man, I don't know. Y'all should see the way my dad smiles when he's excited. It's contagious. I knew he was pretty pumped. So yeah,
definitely. And for this stage to be set for breakaway ropers, what the WCRA has done to give breakaway ropers a chance. I believe they were the first association to really give breakaway ropers a chance. Mm-hmm. How does that feel?
It feels in a way. It feels like, the girls we're so blessed, for them to recognize that we get the entries and we have the talent, we have the horses, and we have the people behind it. That means a lot, that they stepped up and were like, hey, like, these girls are putting in the effort, like, we need to give them recognition. And so just like, thank you to them, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. So yeah, I'm just, like you said, it's just a blessing. Everything's a blessing.
Everything's a blessing.
Yeah,
no, that's a good way to put it. And man, I don't want to hold you much longer. I know you have so much celebrating to do. Like, go give your horse some treats.
I need to go give him some kisses. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well,
all the treats for him.
I am so happy for you.
Thank you so much.
Man, if there's something, I want to ask you, if there's something that you could tell girls coming up into these ranks, or girls that aren't nominating, what's something that you could tell these girls after winning this football?
I think, I think pick, the places you want to go and nominate, and don't be scared, You have to have confidence in yourself. I know there's a lot of tough breakaway ropers, but you never know when it's going to be your turn. And so just, nominate where you have confidence and you're feeling right, and, just be grateful to get to come on this ride and to get to come to stages like this. So,
definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, work hard. That's it.
Definitely work hard. That is the key.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Tacy, I don't want to hold you much longer, but congratulations on this huge win.
Thank you so much. It means so much. Thank you to everybody.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Tacy. That was a fun conversation. You had me crying, and it was great to see you on that stage and just see breakaway ropers up on that stage. If you guys enjoyed this podcast, please let us know. We love to hear reviews. We love to see the reviews. So leave us a rating and a review anywhere you listen to podcasts at. And don't forget to sign up for USRoper, 24/7 nationwide roadside assistance service for your truck and trailer.